Boker Tov Charim, I'm Stephen Benoon. You're watching Israeli News Live. You are hearing video footage of gunfire right now in Venezuela. This is only an hour ago by Mary Yari. Turn down just a little bit here. There is an ongoing battle in Venezuela as I speak right now this morning over in Venezuela between the police and supposedly an armed group there that not sure as of yet whether or not this group is anti-government or if this is just some kind of drug gang that they are facing there. Very difficult to tell in the from the video footage right now. I've been reviewing some of the Spanish. It is automatic machine gun fire that is going on. Mary Yari on her Twitter page is actually covering this. She's had to stop at one point and covering this because she said the bullets were actually coming through her window. In one place she says in Spanish there that she's only filming when the gunfire calms down, and we're getting quite a bit of gunfire just from the videos here. There, some of it is single shot fires, a lot of it's fully automatic machine gun fire. She said many police have already been wounded. She said a lot of people are crying and weeping, with tears in their eyes over the incident of what is happening. And in one place she mentions that the people are resisting. And so it seems to indicate this could be a faction that is loyal to Guaido, who is as they call him, the interim president. And of course the police that are loyal to President Maduro. So I'm not really sure how that's going to play out as of yet. But we wanted to be able to share some of this footage with you here. There's a lot of footage here. This is where she shows a picture here. One of the bullets came through her window. Whether or not the armed faction there was trying to get her away from filming this or not quite sure. We certainly pray for Mary Yari for her safety of her family there. If you can see that here on your screen there, a bullet hole come right through her window. She's very fearful of her life, but yet at the same time, Mary is a brave woman. As you can see the window here beforehand, you can see the police car down there below, and then the next thing you know, she's got a picture of the window with a bullet hole in her window there. Let's continue to watch a little bit more of the footage here. Like I said, it's an ongoing situation. That is, of course, a different window in her house there that she was at, and you can see, I don't know how well you can see this or not, but there's a lot of police down here at the bottom. It started off with just a handful of police in the very first video. Then there ends up being, I haven't done any estimations on the number of police units that are there now, but wow, a guy coming through on a motorcycle, that wasn't very bright. Let's see if anything happened to the motorcyclist, if she's able to show that. You have the one car there. Well, I can't see it now, but let me just back. Let's see if I can catch this on here for you. The guy comes through on this motorcycle, and then fire breaks out everywhere. And I'm not sure if they were targeting the motorcyclist or what. Now, I just saw something else here. Let me see if I can go back and look at this here. Because you can see the other side of the wall there for a brief moment. Yeah. Oh, wow, you can't quite make it out. Let's see if I can pull this in there. And I can see somebody on the opposite side of the wall. Right, there's the motorcyclist right there. He actually came out from around the area where they're shooting at, and looks like they could be armed there. Now let's watch what happens as this motorcyclist comes riding around. Gunfire just going nuts over that. Whether or not they were targeting the motorcyclist or not, still not sure. So we'll have to wait to see. They did a cut in the film there. I don't know if they killed the guy on the motorcycle or not. Yeah, there are people on the other side of that fence there. I don't know how well you can see that yourself. There's this little awning of a building there, and just for a second I saw a guy walking. That's on the inside of the wall. Of course, that could be another homeowner. It seems like that everything that's being targeted is to the far right. And going through a lot of the videos here already here, I have been following that, looking, and you can see that over here to that far side, and there is the target area that they are after. Looks like she might be a painter there. A lot of paintbrushes there. There we go again. Why she's showing that same video footage again. Wow. Maybe he was just trying to get through and didn't know what was really going on. It could have been the case as well. Let's just see what else Mary is. Mary M is what's on her Twitter part if you want to follow Mary here on Twitter there. But if you look at her home name, it's Mary M. Mary Yari is her actual name. Oh, sorry, I actually jumped off of her page here. Let me go back to her page. I don't know how I end up getting off her page every time. Mary M at Mary Yari Twitter. So definitely follow her there. Looks like we can find out some interesting things going on over there in... let me blow this one up for you as well. There again, friends, this video here is 39 minutes ago. I caught it when it was 24 minutes old. So I'm sure it's going to be hitting mainstream media very soon there. You know, okay, we got a much better view. All right, now... notice here, we have a lot more police cars that have come in. That was not there earlier because right now I'm getting as much as now 1 hour. When I first, the oldest of her videos was 54 minutes. So this is all happening within the last hour and of course still ongoing. Now we have this one that's the most recent video, which is about 30 minutes old now. We now have several police cars that have come in. They've also brought in an armored vehicle now. So let's see what's going to happen here. All right, from the way they're taking positions up, let me back up here just for a moment. Oh, still not quite far enough back. All right, from the way they're taking up positions behind the armored vehicle, from the rear of the vehicle must be where the gunshot fire is coming from. That may have been why she had a bullet hit her window. I don't think that they were targeting her per se, just stray bullet. When you get to shooting a machine gun, you just go random like that. Things can go in every direction imaginable there, so... I'm not sure exactly where all this is happening at. By the way, I did do a search because we don't actually get, we know it's Venezuela. She had put Cota in one of her things there, so I was trying to locate where this is at. Cota, Venezuela comes up right here. Near the Caracas, and of course I zoomed in, used satellite footage imagery there. Could be the neighborhood, maybe not, don't really know. But to get a bird's eye view of Venezuela, that's where we're at. We're close to the coastline there of where this event is taking place in Caracas. And again, that's still sketchy. I haven't gotten enough information from Mary M's website from her Twitter page to know exactly what's going on. If you translate this as follow confrontation, there are injured policemen, neighbors with tears. I only film when shooting decreases. We will just leave her a little note here. Thank you for sharing. But please be safe. I don't know if she can speak English, but we do want to thank her for being able to share this information with us here. And let me just see, I'm trying to find if we've got anybody speaking about the name of it. Record more place live if you can. I I don't want her to put herself in harm's way at all. And but I am desperately trying to find out where she is. Where actually in Venezuela. So this is what we are looking at, is trying to find out exactly where this is all going on. And so me not speaking Spanish, I'm just looking when retiring contingent ceases for now the shooting. So it looks like the shooting has stopped for now. As she said, that was 31 minutes ago. Let me just, I'll click on her page there to kind of refresh it. Well, let's see who Mary is there. We got a group photo there of her friends there. Looks like they have, I don't know what kind of flag is on their sleeve there. I don't want to say what it is there, but so I'm sure maybe Mary is probably in this group photo there, just so we know who she is there. Let me just kind of refresh the page in the event that she's posted something else. Let's see, 28 minutes ago. Let's see what Mary says here. We'll translate the tweet there. What is clear is the power of fire and sense of territoriality of Cota 905 bands. Okay, that's the band that they're fighting. Police went up, faced and resisted down, but it was wise to retire otherwise, or retreat in other words. We could have a prolonged criminal war. We will continue to report because this is a truce. So they got a truce thus far coming out. It's called the band is called the Cota 905. Let's just see if we can find out who that is. I'm going to run this here in Twitter while we are live here on Israeli News Live covering this story there. Well, not getting a whole lot other than that there. Let's see. It is the Caracas, so we are correct on our map. It is the Caracas where this event is taking place at. Cota 905, where gangs are still involved in a heavy shootout. This is CNW, who's also following the same people we're following there, so we're able to see what's going on there. I'm just trying to see if we got, oh wow, they got a nice picture right here of this particular incident going on. You see the one guy with a machine gun. Don't know if he's one of the gang members, what that case may be there. We have another one right here, Marcella Anderson, who is also covering this. Let's take a look at what's going on here. A totally different perspective of what's happening there. Let's look at that. All right, that shows the policeman going up in there. Apparent raid, not sure exactly what's happening there, but that gives us a little different angle there. Kind of interesting to cover these things here, to see the different angles of things that might be going on. We got another one right here. This is just showing the neighborhood of the things. Let me just see if they're covering anything specifically on this tweet right here. Commissioner of the CICPC is injured in the crossfire with the criminals in the Cota 905. So now we know of one particular injury. They do give their website. We can translate that. So the Margarila.com, commissioner of the CICPC is injured in the crossfire with the criminals in the Cota 905 in Caracas, Venezuela. 3 injured police officers belonging to the Corps of the Scientific, Criminal, and Criminal Investigations, including the commissioner, is the balance of the confrontational with alleged criminals of the Cota 905, the Libertador municipality in the Caracas. So this is the actual, I'll blow this up for you so we can see this for you guys as well, that we're getting on this case that is ongoing right now. Let's just go back. Let's see if we have anything else that's happening with this. Let me go to the latest using the Cota 905 just to see what's going on. Let's see here. This here, let's see, we might. The confrontation persists between the state officials and the criminals of the Cota 905. Tactical groups of commandos arrive in armored vehicles in the area. All right, so we've got somebody actually on the ground here, closer to the event.
Digital, parte de la situación que se presenta Acá, en la Cota 905, persiste el enfrentamiento entre funcionarios del Cuerpo de Investigaciones Científicas, Penales y Criminalísticas y delincuentes de acá, de la zona. Se escuchan detonaciones de armas de alto calibre. Hasta el momento hay 3 funcionarios de la policía científica heridos. Pudimos conocer que los 3 son 2 inspectores y un comisario de este mismo organismo policial. Pueden escuchar las detonaciones que se presentan a esta hora desde este lugar. Ya se encuentran acá los comandos, los grupos tácticos del Cuerpo de Investigaciones Científicas y los vehículos blindados para hacerle frente a esta situación. Nosotros continuaremos desde acá para llevarles a ustedes toda la información que les reportó desde Caracas, Venezuela.
Juan Camargo is reporting this right now. He is live on the scene there. And listen, Dr. Rosa, I know you are probably watching the broadcast now. My sister, if you can get back with me and let me know perhaps what the translation of Mr. Camargo, what he is actually saying on his news account right now. He is also there live covering this event, what is happening now. And let's just see here. We have another video right here. And when I say this is an hour ago, what I am curious about is if this is something that happened yesterday, because I'm seeing the 25th. Okay, it's nothing to do with the shootout there. So it looks like this is still something that is current today. He hasn't posted that on his Twitter page yet, but we do have this interesting take where he's covering this himself. This is 2 minutes ago, so he's actually looks like he's arrived on the scene.
Los grupos amigos de Caracas Digital. Continúa tensa la situación acá en el sector Los Laureles de la Cota 905. Ya llegaron los grupos tácticos del Cuerpo de Investigaciones Científicas, Penales y Criminalísticas. También se encuentran en este lugar varios vehículos blindados, esto para hacerle frente a los delincuentes que se enfrentan a esta hora con las comisiones policiales. Están disparando con armas de alto calibre. Es tensa la situación acá en este lugar. Hasta el momento, según fuentes policiales, pudimos conocer que 13 funcionarios del CICPC han resultado heridos por esta misma situación. Nosotros continuamos acá para llevarles a ustedes toda la información que se presente desde este lugar, que les reportó desde Caracas, Venezuela, Juan Camargo, Caracas Digital.
Seems like right when Juan was trying to report there, you could suddenly hear the gun battling beginning again. Now, of course, he uploaded this 3 minutes ago, and Caracas Digital, if you want to follow that as well. Caracas Digital at Caracas Digital is a Twitter account there, so you can see the things that are actually going on there. They are also, yeah, you can also hear the gunfire, I guess, when they're first coming in. At any rate, it's not really our side of the world that we cover a lot on. I mean, we do cover Venezuela as far as because the issue between Russia and that of the United States, their battle for Venezuela, Maduro, who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, Juan Guaido, what's going to happen in this country. But I'll tell you something though, after what I saw yesterday with Juan Guaido, with Russia allowing the situation to go on there, that really caught my attention there, that Russia, giving Israel the codes so that Iran, the S-300s they bought, are basically not effective against the enemy that they bought them to protect themselves from. And I hate to even use the word enemy when it comes to Israel, but because still it's my own people. I love my people, but at the same time, I love humanity. Regardless of who it is, I love humanity. But Russia really stabbed them in the back. And there's something I wanted to share with you, so I had to pull the screen off there because, I've got a good friend of mine, intelligence, works intelligence there, that shared some things with me about the situation with Iran. And I want to share that to you guys personally because I really think it was of great interest. We were discussing the situation. I had asked their opinion on this. I don't want to call the brother's name for his family's safety, but you know, I was curious to know what his thoughts were with Russia. Well, according to the article, Iran is accusing Russia of giving the codes to Israel for the S-300 so that they could go into Iranian airspace totally undetected. He wrote me back and he said this to me, and this is very, very provocative, so I wanted to share this with you. He said, Russia has historically been a very unreliable partner for its allies. Actually, what they did in Syria was complete turnaround from their traditional approach in such situations. They have done this to Hafez Assad, Muammar Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, and now Sayyid al-Khamenei understands what the Chinese meant so long time ago. He used to be Iran's president during the reign of Rahula, which is, if you read Dracula, you know what he's talking about, Khomeini, Ruhollah Khomeini. In his first trip as president of Iran to the U.S. to participate in the United Nations General Assembly, he had a meeting with the Chinese delegation. The Iran-Iraq war was raging on, and Iran witnessing the whole world from a Western bloc to the Eastern bloc supporting Saddam and his army with weapons, money, forces, and advisors, was growing more and more frustrated and had started to threaten to start a war of tankers and making the Persian Gulf unsafe for the tankers. Chinese that day told him something that he certainly remembers now on a daily basis. They said, do whatever you want in the world except pissing off Americans. We did it and ended up regretting it like crazy. When they come for you, no one will stand by you. No one. So in this case here, when the war with Iran takes place, no one will be standing with Iran. Not Russia, not China, not anyone. That tells me that it is a new world order, and there are certain groups already playing along their part. Russia is definitely one of those nations playing the part in the new world order. And so is China. Don't kid yourself. As it was told to me by those in the intelligence community in Israel, don't speak badly about China. They will be the new superpower in the future, and they will replace the United States. I'm Steve Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. Trust it's a blessing for you today. Consider supporting the broadcast, israelinewslive.org. We greatly appreciate your help. Tonight, be a live broadcast with my wife, Yana, myself, and also our good friend Adam Green from No More News. Besides that, probably uploading another broadcast as well today. New discovery that I made that I can't wait to share with you about the Nephilim, and something that's been totally overlooked by scholars. Maybe not just so much overlooked. It's something I'm writing in the book, What Have Rabbis Missed? And hopefully that book will be out by the end of the year. I'm Stephen Ben-Nun with Israeli News Live. Erev Tov, or good day I should say, Yom Tov, in a world of Ein Shalom, there is no peace.